definitely likes are the numbers of Thangamayil Jewellery. If you look at the last two trading sessions, like we said, 30% since its second quarter results. Revenues have risen 44%. High gold prices were favourable. The base also boosted the company's overall performance. Same time last year, they had an EBITDA loss because of inventory loss on account of the cuts that came in on customs duty. Second half of this year is more important. Where do they go versus what they've guided for? SM Lakshmanan, who's the VP Finance and Accounts of the company, joins in. Congratulations on a strong set of numbers, Mr. Lakshmanan. You know, two-part question. One, how much of your expansion, margin expansion, is on account of the operating business? How much of that is on account of inventory gains? If you could break that down for us. And the first half of this year, you're way above your target of 6,000 crore revenue and 6% margins for the full year. So do you want to up your guidance for this year?
Good afternoon, Mangalam. Thank you for the opportunity. Thangamayil Jewellery Limited has achieved a turnover of 3,260 crore rupees for the first half of the financial year 25-26, registering a retail revenue year-on-year growth of 36%. In terms of volume, for the first half, gold is at -1%, silver increases by 16%, and diamond increases by 20%. As far as the Q3 current quarter is concerned, yes, it has started on a very strong note. For the first time in the company's history, a month's revenue crosses 1,000 crore rupees, and October's revenue is 1,033 crore rupees.
Right, sir. Sir, so then would you want to up your guidance, like Mangalam mentioned as well? Do you think the second half you will be able to do better, and for the full year also, maybe you will be, delivering better than 6% margins?
Talking about the retail revenue growth rate, yes, absolutely. The Q3 as well as the financial year 25-26, we will be able to better the first half's retail revenue growth year-on-year rate of 36%.
So for the full year, do you intend to cross 6,500 to 7,000 crores in terms of revenue?
Yes, Mangalam, probably the company is looking at a revenue target of 7,000 crore rupees for the financial year 25-26.
That's upping your guidance. What proportion of your margin expansion has come in on account of inventory gains, and how much of that is on account of increased sales?
To answer your question, Mangalam, the company is almost fully hedged. So whatever that profitability that has come in is only the operational profitabilities, and the focus is on the operational profitabilities. And as far as the expansion is concerned, the revenue is concerned, yes, the Chennai showrooms are performing very well.
Right. But, I'm sure it is almost fully hedged and not entirely hedged, which is why I thought even if it's 5% unhedged, you would, on a 50% gain in gold prices, get about, 125 to 200 basis points in terms of additional margin.
Mangalam, as compared to the earlier years hedging level of 65 to 75%, as I had mentioned in my earlier CNBC discussions, that now the hedging policy is around 85 to 95%. The reason is that the company is fully focusing on the operating profitabilities.
Mm-hmm. Also, sir, what about your same-store sales growth? First half of the year, 10.3%. Previously, it was 15.9%. So for the full year, what is the SSSG target?
Vinny, as I mentioned in the earlier CNBC discussion, probably for the Q1, etc., it had been in single digit, and I said that the company will be getting into 2 digits of SSS, and yes, we are at 10.31%. And yes, the company would like to retain or maintain the 2-digit SSS percentage target.
All right, you will maintain SSSG in double digit. First half, your margins have been around 6.1%. For the entire year, do you see this going higher? Do you see it being around 6%?
Yes, EBITDA margin is at 6.14%, and yes, the company would like to maintain or retain the EBITDA margin around the 6% target level.
And how do the performance parameters of your Chennai stores report as against all your other stores? Because you entered Chennai just last year. On a per store basis, how do the metrics stand out versus all the other non-Chennai stores that you have?
Yes, Mangalam, Chennai showrooms have been performing well. We have, as on date, 7 showrooms in Chennai, including the flagship showroom, which was opened in the last quarter of the financial year. And on an annual revenue basis, the company is looking at Chennai 20% revenue composition.
And this was absolutely nothing in FY24 and FY23, I suppose.
Yes, the Chennai, the flagship showroom had been opened. The first one had been opened in the 4th quarter of the financial year 24-25, and this is going to be the full financial year of Chennai showrooms. And as I said, on a full year revenue basis, Chennai showrooms are looking at a 20% revenue composition.
So what about, the demand trends that you're seeing, given that gold has come off a bit in the recent times? So have you seen increase in terms of gold buying or maybe more jewelry shopping? And wedding season also is here. So what is it that overall trend you're seeing right now in Q3?
Yes, Vinny, Tamil Nadu is a land of wedding activities and festivals throughout the year. And that is the reason we are very confident that we will be able to better the first half's retail revenue growth rate of 36% in the Q3 as well as ending the financial year 25-26.
All right.
Sentiments are bullish, things are encouraging.
All right. Will you have any earlier inkling on what FY27 is likely to be for you? What's your target at the start of FY27 in terms of revenue and margins?
Not talking about the numbers, Mangalam, definitely, as I said, the things are encouraging, and the encouraging trend will be able to be maintained in terms of revenue as well as in terms of margin.
Got it. On Chennai itself, because you are a recent entrant there, that becomes 20% of your sales, and it's by all metrics, it's actually been a blockbuster entry for you in Chennai, which is a much bigger market than all the other markets that you're currently present in. Do you intend to open more stores in Chennai from here on, or will you go further indoors into Tamil Nadu where you're currently operating?
Okay, talking about the expansion, Mangalam, to answer your question, 9 showrooms have been opened during the first half of this financial year, 6 in Chennai and 3 in non-Chennai, in other cities and towns in the state of Tamil Nadu. So the store count net as on September 30th is 66. 3 more showrooms will be opened during the second half of this financial year, all the 3 in Chennai. And talking about a horizon of December 2026, meaning during the 9 months of the next financial year 26-27, the company will be coming out with 7 more new showrooms. All the 7 are going to be in and around Chennai. So for the next couple of years, the focus is going to be in and around Chennai.
And will you at some point look to get beyond Tamil Nadu?
Not for the next couple of years. A lot more space is there in the Tamil Nadu state itself to grow, and the company is focusing in the state of Tamil Nadu for the next couple of years.
Just a final question before I let you go, from my end, because you are expanding so well in Tamil Nadu, you're an extremely strong regional player. If a national player intends to write a check to you to acquire Thangamayil Jewellery, will the promoters be amenable to that? Is there a possibility that Thangamayil Jewellery gets bought by some of the larger players?
Probably let's reserve the question and answer.
Sorry?
Let's reserve the question and answer. Let's try to avoid the question and answer for the time being, please.
For the time being. So basically there could be a possibility.
No, certainly not.
Okay, we take that point. I mean, you're tight-lipped about it. So we'll obviously watch out for how this pans out in the very near future. But there is no inclination from the promoters to, indication from them to actually sell.
Mangalam, let's not, let's try to avoid this topic, please.
All right. And would you buy another company, a smaller company in another geography? Sorry? You've raised 510 crores right now, so you have the money. Would you, if not sell, would you acquire some smaller players?
No, as at the moment, the company is focusing on stores expansion in the state of Tamil Nadu. Today, it's around 66. As I said, we have a lot more to grow in the state of Tamil Nadu in the next few years, and things are encouraging. And we are on track as far as the business is concerned.
Okay, Mr. Lakshmanan, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon, talking to us about the outlook of the company going forward as well. It's a pleasure talking to and speaking with you on this show. Thank you so much for that. But on that note, we're going to slip into a short break. But here is a programming note for our viewers. It's the final countdown for CNBC-TV18's most anticipated event of the year, the CNBC-TV18 Global Leadership Summit. This year, the summit spotlight is the India advantage, the country's unmatched potential in a shifting global order. Catch business leaders, policy makers, explore transformative strategies and groundbreaking ideas. Starting at 8:30 a.m. on 7th of November, it will be a power-packed day with several panels focusing on India's economy, digital landscape, market entertainment, and a lot more. Tell us why you love CNBC TV18 by sending a tagline on the email address flashing on your screens, and you stand a chance to attend the marquee event.